More now on our top story with a 16-year-old boy injured in a shooting near several Scarborough schools. For more, let's go to CP24's Beatrice Vaisman, who's just landed. What have police told you, Beatrice? I know we just got an update not long ago.
We did. Just a few minutes ago, we heard from Inspector Richard Harris here from 42 Division. Andrew, he gave us an update as to the police investigation. He says the suspect, who's believed to be a 17 or 18-year-old boy, is still at large. The victim is a 16-year-old boy who's a student here at Agincourt Collegiate. And thankfully, it sounds like his injuries are non-life-threatening, though, as the inspector told us, he was grazed in the head by a bullet. So this obviously could have been a tragedy, Andrew. This happened just before the noon hour, just around 11:50, and right where that forensic identifications vehicle is, that's where it's believed that there was some kind of altercation or situation that started on the east side of the school parking lot here at Agincourt Collegiate, and now this entire school parking lot is taped off by police. The entire school parking lot is a crime scene. As for how many gunshots were fired, we know at least one, that one being the one that grazed the 16-year-old boy, but otherwise police are still trying to figure out A, exactly how many shots were fired. Are there multiple? B, how many witnesses are there? Was this 16-year-old boy alone, or were there other people with him? And it sounds like there were other people, at least, who witnessed what happened. And I can tell you, as we're showing you, kind of panning around, showing you the school parking lot, behind this police cruiser, kind of in the west side of this school parking lot, there's several other evidence markers. Our camera operator, who was up in Chopper 24 earlier this afternoon, says he spotted about a dozen evidence markers in total. And just that gives you an idea as to what's happening. Certainly, at this point, we know that the 16-year-old boy is in hospital. He's being treated for his injuries, and now police are looking for a suspect. As for a suspect description, that was put out by investigators earlier this morning. They were saying it was a 17 or 18-year-old boy, last seen wearing a blue Nike sweater, multiple zippers, dark pants. And police, in terms of whether this was a random situation or a targeted situation, are saying at this hour they believe this 16-year-old student here at Agincourt Collegiate was, in fact, targeted. As for what that means or why, police are still working on figuring out a motive and a theory as if there was a dispute or some kind of argument that may have happened, precipitated this shooting. Police say they're trying to figure that out based on any witness accounts and any video surveillance as well. I want to tell you as well that there's a lockdown, as you've been reporting, that's in place here at this school. The spokesperson for the Toronto District School Board, Ryan Bird, also talked to us a few minutes ago. Let us know that there's 1,400 students who go to this school. They're all still inside the building, but at 3 o'clock, the lockdown for parents, heads up, this lockdown will slowly, gradually be lifted. And at that point, students are going to be allowed out of the north side of this building. So we'll be there capturing that and hopefully talking to some students as well, Andrew, to figure out what they saw, what they heard, what the process and the lockdown process was like for them. And Ryan Bird saying we train for these kinds of things. We practice it so that when something awful like this happens, the students and staff know exactly what to do. But again, a 16-year-old boy in hospital, thankfully non-life-threatening injuries after being grazed by a bullet here at his high school this morning, Andrew.
And lucky to be alive. That's Beatrice Vaisman reporting from Scarborough. We thank you, Beatrice. We'll check in with you soon.